Well, hello there. We're going to jump right into the tutorial. So first off, we're going to grab the Sigma E40 and use Jeffree Star Courtney. We're going to use that as a transition color. Okay, with the same brush, we're going to grab the MAC Soft Brown and we're going to add it to the crease using windshield motion. We're going to use that back and forth. Okay, so we're going to grab the Sigma E35. We're going to use Makeup Geek Cocoa Bear. It's a really dark brown, so we're going to darken the crease. Then grabbing Morphe E23 to clean up any harsh lines, we're just going to blend now. Then for the lid, we're going to use Tony and Tina called Conscious. It's a nice pretty silver. I'm sorry if they don't sell this anymore, but you can use any silver and it will work fine. Okay, for the outer V, we're going to use Makeup Geek Corrupt. It's a nice matte black eyeshadow. If you're looking for one, I highly recommend it. And Makeup Geek is very affordable, so I give it a thumbs up. So if I were you, I would run and get that. And still packing on the color here with the Corrupt eyeshadow. So take your time with this. You know, black can get very messy, so take your time. Use little at a time. We can always clean this up later with a makeup wipe or concealer. So for my wing liner, I did this off camera, so I used the Wet n Wild and Precision Formula in black. Now I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational in black, coating my top lashes first. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Nars Santa Fe. So I'm going to put that all over my face with using Morphe G6 brush. It's a great brush to like buff out and blend that foundation to make it look seamless. Okay, to cover up my dark circles underneath my eyes, I'm going to be using the NYX Color Corrector in orange. So this is going to help cancel out any purple tones underneath your eyes. So great for cover up before putting on concealer. Okay, so we're going to be grabbing the Urban Decay Naked Skin in light neutral. So we're going to be highlighting the forehead, middle of the nose bridge, upper lip, chin, underneath the eyes. So we're going to be highlighting and also concealing at the same time. So I'm using the Morphe G2 brush. I love this brush. It just blends so fast. I love it. Then grabbing the Morphe G6 brush, we're going to blend out the rest. Okay, for baking, we're going to be using the Air Spun Transition Powder. We're going to be using the Beauty Blender to bake the underneath the eyes. Okay, so for contouring, we're going to be using the L'Oreal True Match in Cocoa along with the Nars Ita brush. So I'm going to be contouring the whole face with this. And then to blend it out, we're going to be using the Sigma F50, which is an actual dual fiber brush. Then for blush, I'm going to be using the Hourglass Ambient Blush Palette. I'll list the colors down below. And then with the Morphe E4, I'm using that to apply it. Okay, so now I'm going to be baking underneath the contour to give it a sharp look. Then using the Sigma F35 to sweep off any excess underneath the eyes. Okay, for brows, I'm going to be using the ColourPop in Dope Taupe. So I'm going to be shaping my brows with this using the Milani brush. Then I'm going to be shading them in with the Maybelline brow powder color. Just going to be shading in the inner part like a lightest shade, and then for the outer tail I'm going to be using a darker shade. Then to set my brows, I'm going to be using the Milani brow gel in soft brown to set everything. Then going back with the dual fiber brush, I'm going to clean up all the excess that I did underneath the contouring. Okay, using the Sigma E30 brush, we're going to be blending out the lower lash line using the Jeffree Star Courtney, and we're also using the Makeup Geek Corrupt here. For the waterline, we're going to be using the Ardency Inn Black Pencil, so we're going to give it that sultry, smoky eye look. Then we're going to use the Maybelline Lash Sensational to coat the lower lashes. Okay, for lips, we're going to be lining them with the MAC Pro Longwear Lip Pencil in Riri Roo. We're going to be lining them and also shading them. For lipstick, I'm going to be using the MAC Russian Red, I believe it's called. It's a nice cool tone, blue-based red, which I love. I think it pulls the look together with a smoky eye. I just love the whole look of it. Alright, lash time. Bam! Lashes are on. Okay, so for the vampire bites, to create them, we're going to be using the 3-degree burn, so mix compound A with compound B, equal parts. They're both silicone material. and then apply it to the skin using your spatula. Make it round. Doesn't have to be perfectly round, but at least somewhat round. Okay, so here I'm just making like a little hole in the middle of the one that we just did, so give it like a more dimension and more depth to it, like made it look like it's a bite. Okay, and then use rubbing alcohol, just a very small amount, just to smooth out the edges. Okay, and then grabbing the Miron bruise wheel in the darkest shade, we're going to color the hole in the middle, just to get more dimension, more depth, to make it look like the trauma just happened. Okay, so grabbing the sponge and using the red color from the bruise wheel, we're just going to sponge that onto the bite area, so make it look like it's real. And just keep splattering it on and sponging it. It takes time, so don't worry. Then grabbing the Miron blood, using the artist brush, we're just going to apply it right in the middle where we put that dark color to give it more of a real bite look. Okay, to make like the bite, make it look more real to this, you can make the blood dragging out of the holes. You can use your brush or you can use a Q-tip with the blood, however you prefer. I dragged it out a little longer than it shows, just to give it more realness. Okay, for context, I'm going to be using the Air Optics in Sterling Gray. These don't have power in them, so I got this at my optometrist's office, so you can get them anywhere, and they do have prescription ones if you need them. Okay, so here is my final result on my vampire Halloween look. I hope you guys enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Thanks for watching!